Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now, today's date is the 24th of September. I'm not sure when this is going on, but in the next few days. Okay. Now, Halloween and Bonfire Night are coming up and it's autumn. So we'll start with autumn. What fruit do we think about in the autumn? Well, it's apples. What fruit do we think about for Halloween? Bobbing for apples. What fruit do we think about for Bonfire Night? Toffee apples. So today we're going to be making toffee apples, okay? And I'll just run you through the ingredients really quickly. We need 225 grams of sugar. Doesn't have to be brown, doesn't have to be any special sugar, just ordinary common or garden granulated sugar. You'll need 110 ml of water, which goes in with your sugar, so I'm going to pour that in now. You will also need, this sounds really weird but you do need it, half a teaspoon of vinegar. You'll need 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and you'll need some red food colouring. Just incidentally, 4 food colourings at the moment in Lidl are for £1.50 or they're 65p each. Go figure. Okay, you'll also need some sticks. So we have our sticks here. Oh, did I say butter? Can't remember. 25 grams of butter. But the most important thing you'll need, of course, is apples. Right, well, yesterday, whilst we went to Morrison's, look what we spied. Freaky red flesh apples. So I'm going to do one of those and 2 ordinary apples. Right, talking of apples, one thing you may have noticed but not been aware of what it is. You know, you look at an apple in a shop and it's really, I'll show you. You probably aren't the best example really. And they're really, really shiny. It's not because somebody sat and polished their apples. No, it's got a very thin layer of wax on it. The wax is not harmful to you, so don't start thinking, oh God. You don't even have to wash it off. You just wash your apples as you normally would. However, for making toffee apples, if you don't get rid of that wax, then what will happen with your toffee is it will just slide off. So you need to bring a pot of water up to the boil, put in your apples for about 10 to 30 seconds and then plunge them straight into cold water, and that is what I have done here. And then obviously you want to dry them really well. Okay, and you can hear they're clean, squeaky clean, but look, no real shine. Okay, so if you come over, we'll start to cook. Look at me fibbing, we're not going to start to cook yet because I want to talk to you about a sugar thermometer. I have one and I need to get this toffee up to the soft crack, which is about 138°C, and obviously as it gets hotter the mercury will rise and I'll know exactly when it's at 138°C or soft crack. If you've only got a thermometer like this, don't worry, it'll still work as long as you get it up to 138°C. Okay, so now we're going to cook. Right then, I have got my sugar and my water in a saucepan, and strangely enough for this one you want to keep stirring it, and you stir until your sugar is dissolved. You don't want it on too high a heat because you want the sugar to dissolve before it starts to boil. So I'm going to be stood here for a while stirring. My hobs go from up to 10. So I've got it on number 4, so it's a fairly low heat, and I'm just going to keep stirring and stirring until it's time to add everything else. We seem to be up to a point where the sugar has dissolved, so I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and what I've done is I have oiled the spoon so that the golden syrup just falls off it nice and easily like that. So that's 1 and 2 just going in. And we need to go in with our 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar. Half a teaspoon of vinegar. Our 25 grams of butter. And a couple of couple of drops of red food colouring, which couldn't even see for looking, could I? Red food colouring just coming up. Right, just so you can see that it is red food colouring. Okay, and now we're going to up the temperature and let this all start to amalgamate together and melt. And once the butter's melted, I shall pop in the thermometer so that I can keep a good eye on exactly what we're doing. The longer you cook this for, the redder it will become as well. It's magic. Okay, so I'll be back when we're up to temperature. This will take a good, well, probably about 5 minutes, to be honest. Okay, as you can see, we are at the hard crack stage. Soft crack, not hard, soft crack. So it's time to dip our apples. And just here, this is greased baking parchment, baking paper. Right, and now we're just rolling our apple in the toffee. Just like so. Oh, they look amazing. I'm only doing 4, there are only 2 of us. I probably won't even eat them. This mix is really enough for 6 good sized apples. I have to say they look fantastic. Right, and that's the final one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour over the top so that around the actual stick, just to make sure that we've got toffee there. Right. Now all I need to do is let those set up, and we'll be back once they are. Right, we're an hour or so later and the toffee has all set up, and here comes my taster. But I'm just gonna show you the apples now and break off one, and we'll go over to Steve. Oh, break off one, she says. Well, there you go. Over to Steve.
Well, could be a minute. Right, toffee's really nice. And it's stuck everywhere. It's on my foot, it's on the ceiling.
It's not on the ceiling, it was on your foot, I'll give you that.
I have no idea how I'm supposed to bite into this.
Oh, I think you got the red fleshed apple.
It's not off.
No, I did show them the apple this morning.
It tastes like apple.
Oh, that apple is weird.
It's really lovely. So please go away so I can enjoy. Okay. Bye.
Well, thanks for watching this edition
Thumbs
of
up.
In the Kitchen with Pen and her taster Steve.
Thumbs up.
Toffee apples, don't make them with the children because obviously the toffee is just ridiculously hot. But certainly make them
Don't give them to the kids at all. Send them to me. Oh, anybody wants to send me a present?
Make them for the kids as I did. So thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, and I shall see you all again very soon. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen and quite a lot of the time Steve. If you've liked what we do and want to see more, then click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here.
Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Keep cooking.